Hey guys, Aaron with Integrity Canine Trainers. Today we are working with Ruphus on place command. So we're putting him onto a place to a sit. Okay, that'll transition into a down later on in the training. But the place command is really simple and it's really effective in the home and in different places where maybe you just want him to have his place where he can go. Like in the home, we might set up a dog bed or a place cot in the living room somewhere so that whenever friends or family or guests come over, we can tell them to go to their place. They go up on their place, they go into a sit or a down, they get comfortable and they stay there. It's kind of an anchor point. The place command is also useful for building confidence. So with Ruphus here, he's very submissive and a little fearful of certain things. So we're going to be using the place command to get him up onto elevated surfaces such as feed sacks that are stacked up on pallets at Tractor Supply, or stock tanks that are flipped over upside down, or getting them up onto a tailgate. You know, that's a place command. So we're going to get him to get up on these elevated surfaces. He builds confidence in himself as a dog, builds confidence and trust in me as a handler, and that'll transfer over to his owners. So what we're looking for in a place is something that has some elevation to it and has clearly defined boundaries. So these little place cots that you can get at different places are super handy for this. This one happens to fold up and travel with me. So what I want to do is over communicate with the dog. Now, he does have his e-collar on today. I don't have the controller because this is a new lesson, a new experience for him, and so I'm trying to just use positive encouragement for this one. So what I'm going to do is lead him up to it, put my hand on here and say place, good, and put him into a sit, good boy. And after he gets on the place in the sit, then we can institute our 3Ds. And we haven't talked about this yet, but this is going to be our distance, duration, distractions. So starting with duration, it's just time on place, or time in sit, or time in a down, because this is the same thing that we'll use for all of those. So Ruphus, no, place, sit, good boy. So duration, just standing here, you see already, even with this body pressure, he's coming off of it. He's not fully understanding what my intention is. We had an individual come through on the back side of the room, got distracted. He wants to go say hi. My job is to say, that's not what we're doing right now. You're working, we're on place. So distance is gonna be, simple backing away. I can drop the leash, I can back away from him. Distractions are going to be people coming through. If I were to go into one of the classrooms and go out of sight for a second, then that's a distraction. Sometimes for dogs, if I turn my back to them, then they feel like they're not being held accountable, so they'll come off of the place. He's holding really well right now, and so we're going to keep working on this and building in that discipline. So remember, discipline equals freedom. So the more that he's disciplined here, the more he gets to be a part of our family, because we know that he's not under our feet while we're cooking. He's on his place. He's not pestering our guests because he's on his place. All that kind of stuff. So he's doing really, really good. We'll just keep building on this and building on this. Remember, this is only day 2, so I'm super excited to get him off of that. I'm just going to have him come to me, go into a sit, or I'll break and love on him and give him his reward. So you heard that, didn't you? Break, good boy, good boy. And that's it. Stay tuned. We'll see you tomorrow.